Hi guys, in today's video, I am trying the suicidal push strategy with my trio. I once encountered a Bane pushing extremely fast using the physical build after the revamp, so I thought probably he can use this old Masha strategy. To do this, you need at least 3 heroes. Faramis is a must, and the pusher who is Bane, and Luoyi who can help us travel to the enemy's turret quickly. Before the game starts, let your team know what you are planning to do, so that they will probably synchronize with what you are doing. Also, do not do this when you are going solo queue. It is better to be played in a party team, and with the voice chat, you would have better communication to execute this properly. In case you were wondering, I was actually using voice chat with my trio, but surprisingly, our voices were not recorded. In this game, I decided to use Purify, because although Faramis can resurrect me and continue pushing, the crowd control from the enemies can still delay my pushing speed when they try to defend. Without further ado, I will now show you the gameplay. At the start of the game, I would go for the magic defense boots, because both of the enemy's side lanners are magic damage dealers. We were pinging Jawhead to go and invade the enemy's red buff, because Jawhead is one of the best heroes at invading the enemy's jungle in the early game, and we should take advantage of it. Usually, I would try to deny the enemy's farm from the minions as much as possible, but I am not doing it this time. This is because this time I have to get Malfikroor Azap. I noticed a fight going on in the middle lane, so I decided to go there instead of wasting time with Guzhin. Oof. We messed up really badly here. We could have actually got to free kills here if we actually locked on a target, but we were busy choosing who to attack at that time. Well, at least we managed to lower their HP by a lot. They have no choice but to recall, or they will really give us a second chance. Kagura made an oopsie. I noticed our core hero was on his way to my lane, so I was ready to help and kill Guzhin. With the amount of HP he lost while trying to fight with me earlier, we should be able to kill him as it is a 2v1. Here, I decided to step in and take the turret shots, so Harley would not die while trying to kill Guzhin. I did not mean to steal his kill though. Just trying to secure it. But not gonna lie, I had been using most of my skills to attack him. I deserve it, I guess. But he decided to blame me for taking his kill when I actually sacrificed to tank the turret shots so that he would not die. Absolutely interesting. Guzhin really underestimated Bane's damage and wanted to set an ambush. I do understand that a magical Bane would be more of a threat in late game, but physical Bane is a threat since the start. Thanks to that kill, I was able to get a lot of free gold from the turret shield and complete Malfikroor earlier. Remember, if you are playing as the side lanner, when given the opportunity, hit the turret shield for more gold. As you can see, the crab is up, but I decided to hit the shield instead of killing it. Just now, I got a total of 232 gold, which is way more than the reward I could gain by killing the crab, as without the jungle item, you would gain less advantage from killing creeps. You might think that Faramis is going to use his ultimate now for the strategy, but since we still have a minion, we decided to save the skill for another situation. Since the turret's damage reduction is up, we decided to continue pushing it only after it is gone. Instead of continue pushing, we realized at this point, it would be better if we could help our core secure the buff, so the enemies would lose a lot of advantage in fights. We are gonna use the most forbidden strategy of Mobile Legends now. In case you didn't know, after casting a skill, Bane's basic attack will deal a lot of damage. Since Bane's skill CD is not really high, the duo with Faramis would make them melt turrets real quick. Since I am already dead, no worries to walk into turret like this. Who knows, I could probably secure this kill.
You have slain an enemy.
By the way, look at my respawn time. It looks like our resurrection time starts counting down after our real death. Like Faramis, I'm almost able to revive again. That's why I say, Faramis is actually a really awesome hero. Consider trying him out even during normal games. Be sure to check out my video on playing Faramis as the roamer. Here, I was telling Jawhead to stick to his lane, so Louis can do a lot more in the middle lane with Harley. He probably thought the core was left alone most of the time and needed some help. Understandable, since Faramis should spend most of the time with Bane. This becomes a downside for the core too. Here, I was busy panning around the map and see what can we do, and I did not notice what was happening right in front of us. XD. Oof, the tank escaped. I guess we lost another free kill. What a godly Faramis. After that throw, I was afraid that he will do it again when we execute our plan later on, so I decided to buy the potion. We definitely should have retreated there after pushing the turret, but here, even though we knew the middle lane was being pressured a little, Faramis and I decided to continue doing what we planned earlier on the bottom inhibitor. Faramis should have followed me this way, so our location will not be exposed to the enemies. Regardless, we are gonna melt this tower down before they can do much to us. The Atlas is about to use his ult on our ghosts, which is definitely pointless. As a side note, if your enemies already destroyed the tower in ghost form, they are gonna die anyway, so no point using all your skills on them. Honestly, I do not agree with Harley. At this point, it would be a waste of time to do what he said. Better just destroy the base the next time we revive. Gotta do our things quick, as the next few minutes, the Lord would spawn, and it would be hard to win the game if the enemies managed to take it down. We messed up our plan a little and left Luoyu 2 behind, that we only walked to their base instead. However, if we waited for her to teleport us, it would probably help us end the game easier. Regardless, we are gonna do it now. Oof, maybe next time. Not gonna lie, it is really satisfying to see we melt their towers like this. And we really laughed really hard in the voice chat, seeing how the enemies panicked when playing against a crazy team like this.
Victory!
You might feel a little less entertained, because we did not really synchronize with the Luoyu player. So, I decided to show you another gameplay with the same playstyle. And this is gonna be more interesting as the enemies are doing quite good to pressure us since the start. I decided to change to Flicker instead of Purify, because the enemies didn't have a lot of hard CC heroes. This Silong is using Arrival, and I will show you that he was actually pretty smart later into the game.
Welcome to Mobile Legends! 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them! All troops deployed.
This time, I was experimenting if using the wave denial would be good, but I got outplayed by Leomord. I tried to deny his wave, but I forgot that his skill 1 can actually deal a decent amount of damage, which made him a level 2 earlier than I did. The laning phase was pretty boring. I did not manage to kill him, and he did not too, but we both got quite a lot of gold from the minions. So, I will skip this part a little. Here, I decided to cut the waves, so I could join some team fights in the other lanes. My flicker was ready, so you know what would happen next. Here, I overestimated my heal and damage. I should have known that Leomord becomes pretty sturdy with his ult. He could definitely outdamage my heal, especially when I am not using the magical build. Remember guys, when you are playing as the roamer, avoid chasing for kills like that. Your team might need you in the next team fight. I noticed Luo Yu was getting bullied by the Lancelot, so I tried to save her. But his team was also backing him up real quick. Honestly, I'm doing quite badly at this point. 2 of my deaths are not because of the strategy, but before it even started. Fortunately, our core was still doing quite good. Not gonna lie, this was a pretty dumb mistake to take this turret down at this point. We totally had the vision from Luo Yu that the enemies are all nearby, and this turret can break in just a few hits by the minion. We should have gone for another tower instead. After this death, we learnt from our mistakes and decided to do it properly this time, and it starts working like wonder.
Our turret has been destroyed. An ally has been slain.
Just look at how fast we melt this turret down. In the voice chat, I was actually telling Faramis to leave me here alone, because he was still alive, and our goal, destroying the tower, has achieved. Other than taking down the tower, we even managed to waste some of their skills, such as Angela's ult. With that being said, they could play more aggressively. My KD doesn't look nice at all, but this strategy is a little like the Diggy feeding strategy. The most important thing here is push, not kills, and we might die pretty often when doing this. Instead of continue pushing, we had to clear the waves as most of our allies have died. Like I always said in my other videos, I would try to go near Lancelot to minimize his damage. If I continued escaping, he could have killed me there. Things are starting to look quite challenging. It seemed like we would most likely fail this time. This time, Luo Yu tried to help us teleport there instantly. At first we were shocked to see the enemies attacking us here. But Bane's damage after his revamp is so crazy that we managed to kill them, although we thought we were dead at first. That crazy damage though. This time, because Hayabusa was not defending, Luo Yu had to defend it, so we decided to sneak into their inhibitor. Remember I mentioned earlier that this Zilong is pretty smart? This is it. He probably knew that a rival can actually make the turret immune to damage for a short while. Anyway, he did it a little too late. We still managed to take it down. So, now you learned something new, I guess. You can use the spell to counter this suicidal push strategy, but timing is everything. At first, Haya told us he wanted to join us and destroy the base, but he exposed his location too early and we hesitated too much. And we messed it up here. XD. The enemies even managed to take the Lord. While the enemies are distracted by Hayabusa, we used this opportunity to go backdoor again. The timing is a little off. XD. This time, we are finally going to do it right. Forget about our base, lol. The enemies would panic and defend theirs first. Although we messed up quite a lot in the second match, I really think that this strategy is so fun to play with. We really laughed a lot while playing. Some may consider it as a way of throwing the game, but I don't think so. It just works like wonder, like the Diggy feeding strategy. But I do believe in the fact that they are going to nerf this strategy really soon, as it is way too broken. That's all for this video. If you find it entertaining, consider leaving a like and subscribing. Thanks.